Look, have you ever wondered just why you're here? Why we're here on this planet? No. Right. You ever wanted to know what it's all about? Nope.
For those of us who wonder and seek the truth, the answer comes from what we observe and what we reason from these observations. As history has shown us repeatedly, truth does not come from mythology or faith in authority, but from observation and reasoning. A millennia ago, we knew little about astronomy, geology, or molecular biology, so perhaps faith was excusable. But today, data from our different fields of science have all come together and all point to the same answer about our origins. The complexity and beauty we see in the universe comes not from an anthropomorphic designer living somewhere in the sky, but from natural processes working through deep time.
All the data shows that we are machines developed through trial and error over the eons of time. As Stephen Hawking said, consciousness is like a computer program running in our brains. We can adjust our consciousness through chemistry and physical means. It's hard to believe that our rich mental lives, sense of free will, or our self-awareness is just a machine processing data. We seem so very different from a computer. But there are animals with an intermediate level of mental abilities. Self-awareness develops in a computer smart enough to think about itself. Feedback is a concept in engineering that can lead to a new phenomena. In our case, it has made an information processing machine self-aware. An analogy is a loudspeaker and a microphone. It amplifies and can't generate noise of its own until you have enough feedback. A computer processes data, and when it has enough processing power or gain and takes itself as the data, then the almost magical sense of consciousness arises.
If we are a computer program, why do we have such a strong sense of identity? We continually focus on our well-being, our accomplishments. The reason is that our emotions, including our innate selfishness, are programmed into us by evolution, so that we maximize the survival of our genes, which stay with us throughout our lives. The sense of an immutable, permanent I, however, is somewhat of an illusion. The I changes as we age, both the hardware and the software. There is nothing permanent and immutable. The genes, on the other hand, want us to maximize the survival of our genetic pattern, so that we are programmed to care about ourselves more than we care about others.
Even though we are formed by nature and random chance, and we are just a computer program running on an organic information processing machine, the miracle of consciousness is still awesome. We are part of the universe, and yet we can experience, discover, and appreciate the universe. The Persian poet Rumi said, "We are nature's mirror that allows the universe to look upon itself." Innumerable generations of humans have walked on this planet, and though much of the human experience is repeated from generation to generation, we are making progress, discovering more about our universe and ourselves. We have seen with our eyes and instruments sights unimaginable to previous generations. Defining God, as Einstein did, as the sum total of the forces in the universe, we are now so much closer to God than at any other time in human history. If we want a worthy goal for humanity, something permanent with progress, surely it should be to discover more about who we are in our universe. In mystical terms, to get to know the God that is in all of us.